first question, you get this task to sum up advertising in a film, and I'm sure there's people in the audience. I'm sure there's people in the audience thinking, "Why am I not in that film?" Well, how did you approach this? How did you come at such a big topic?
That has taken me years to figure out. I'm still trying to figure it out, even though the credits are rolling. It was originally a project from the One Club, and it had limits that I now consider very healthy, because we didn't ever have to say, well, we're going to tell the entire history of advertising, who do we need to include, who don't we? There's this group called the One Club, a nonprofit organization, and they have this Hall of Fame, and these individuals and the others in the film are the people in the film. And so I knew, starting the movie, I already knew that I had access, which is the key word for all documentary filmmakers. I had access to these incredible legends of advertising and their stories and the ability to kind of go and interview them all. And so then the challenge just became, what is the movie? Is it just a tribute? Is it just like a, kind of like a One Club thing? Is it a film that's about how they approach the work? And what it became during the making of the film and meeting these individuals was more of, and it depends on what you think of the movie, so you can have your own opinions, but in my mind, when I started making the movie, it seemed completely different from my other films that are more about underground cultures and, graffiti artists and DJs and different things like that. They were sort of outside of the system. And this seemed so dead center in the middle of it, I thought, well, this is a real departure. But it all kind of came from Kirk, actually, was sort of the person who sort of sat down early on in the process, said every single one of these people in the film at least considers themselves, or was, as they came up in advertising, revolutionary and rebellious. And they did things that went way, way beyond what they were originally assigned to do. And that's what, So I'm going to stop talking because I know you want to hear from that. So ultimately, the phrase Kurt used was, they grew flowers in hell. Meaning so much, committees and clients and all this stuff to fight through. It is so hard to get a good idea that might actually be uplifting or inspirational or interesting to a mass audience. It's so tough to do that these are people who did that. And that's why they were recognized by the One Club, and that's how so the film kind of took on that idea of, if you hate advertising, make better ads. That's my little spiel.